So the other month I worked with somebody, let's call him James for privacy. He's somebody who is a financial advisor who wanted to get his SaaS platform listed on the London Stock Exchange. And to do that, we worked together to dial in his marketing efforts, his copy, and everything that he had, primarily to run his business. Now, to get there, I was a little bit puzzled and felt a bit like a fraud, because he was paying me 4 figures a month, even though he was making about 2 million a year. And it felt fraudulent because he's hired somebody to do something for him, even though I made less, right? So I thought about that for a minute and I had to ask him why he came to that conclusion. Like, why me out of all people? And he said, the model that you use at Modern Maker is really low stress and high impact. So I thought about that and I said, I'm serving somebody who makes tenfold of what I make probably on a yearly basis, but he chose me for the model and also the philosophy. So when you're building a personal brand online, there's one thing looking at the colors, the shapes, the identity, but there's another thing talking about your philosophy openly. And what do I mean by philosophy? Like when I look at my coaching business and my consulting services, I always have Modern Maker as the brand that people buy into, but the ideology, the philosophy behind the brand has identifiable pluses and minuses. And those pluses are, low stress business, one offer with multiple products, no sales calls. It's an offer driven strategy where we make offers every day versus, chasing sales calls and doing more marketing. We're doing less, but we're doing better. So when somebody, even from the outside in looking, they're bought on that philosophy and the vision instead of them being bought on those outcomes, the features, and then you going into price sensitive territory. And that's really helped me kind of attract people on the higher tier when we look at the leverage staircase. Like obviously people in the coaching or consulting space will go in for a specific segment of the market. But the way that I like to do things is serve 100% of the market. And people up above, like when we look at a timer framework, right? They look at time, identity, money, energy, and reputation. But people higher up the ladder who have money aren't looking to hear buzzwords that have to do with money. So we look at it as tier, right? Time, identity, energy, and reputation. And they buy into that ideology and the philosophy. So think about your philosophy the next time you're even drafting out your brand, and get out there and talk about it. Because now more than ever, there is basically room for you to lead. People want a reason to follow you, and there aren't enough leaders in the world. I mean, think about it like an ice bucket challenge, right? Why do we go on TikTok or all these other platforms and watch people every day get into an ice bath? And it's the same action every day because you have a reason to follow them. What is that expression going to be like tomorrow? What is it going to be the day after? There's an element of continuity. So when you share your philosophy online, you can bridge it to that plan that you have and give someone a reason to follow that ideology. And you'll see that you'll attract higher ticket clients with a different mindset to people that are chasing money. And that's how you can basically attract people that are making more than you, that want to work with you. I hope that's useful for you today.